Hello, hello to every one of you. Hello to all my friends in Facebook. Okay, just a moment. Yeah, that's it. So you got a link from me regarding World Prosper Summit, and I hope you got the link. And now I have a very good, great news for you. So I have my mentor, my lovely, wise friend with me here, and just let me bring him in. Raymond, hello. How are you?
Hello, my friend Emad.
How is everything?
It's terrific. I'm so happy. Things are going so
Great.
well. This lockdown is the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Okay, great. That's a good point. That's a good point. You have the power and you know how to change everything in a good way. That's a great thing. And I really learned this from you several times every day and more and more. So, Raymond, I hear you have an amazing thing planned and it can help so many people.
Yes.
What is it? Please tell us.
First of all, tilt your camera because you look way too short and you're a wonderful
Okay.
guy. That's better.
Yeah, that's now it's good.
Now you're a full-fledged human.
Okay, thank you.
Good. So thank you for
Okay.
inviting me on your show, and I'm really excited to tell you and to tell all your wonderful followers about something very, very exciting. You see, people look up to me for advice. My name is Raymond Aaron. I am a New York Times top 10 bestselling author. I've been a professional speaker and seminar leader for 37 years. This month is my 37th anniversary. I started in May of 1983. Wow.
Wow, really wow. Yeah.
Yes. And people look up to me for advice. They look to me for leadership. So as soon as the first hint of a lockdown came, I immediately didn't wait. I immediately pivoted my entire company because I've been stepping on an airplane. Wait till you hear this. I've been stepping on an airplane 1.5 times a week for 37 years. And
Wow.
now there's no airplanes. And I've been giving speeches in hotel meeting rooms. There's no hotels any longer. And there's no airports. And so either I could go down and go bankrupt and be sad, or I can go up and do something. And I decided to do something, and not only to do something to make my own business thrive, but to do something to help you, Emad, and many other people help their business thrive. And I've created, for the first time ever, worldprospersummit.com/Emad, E-M-A-D, worldprospersummit.com/Emad, E-M-A-D. That's the first name of our wonderful host. And you know him well, and you trust him, and you like him, and you know that he's got a big heart, and he tells the truth, and he's dedicated, and he has a gorgeous wife, but even more than that, he's got the world's most gorgeous daughter. Every time I see her, I just stare at her. She's so beautiful. And the world is filled with people like Emad and his wonderful wife and his wonderful daughter. The world is filled with people that you love and who love you, but they're getting hurt. Many people are getting hurt. Many people are getting hurt. Giant companies like Neiman Marcus, the exclusive upscale women's wear store, just went bankrupt 3 days ago.
Wow.
And yet other companies like Amazon, wait till you hear this, Amazon has just hired 150,000 new employees. 150,000, that's like a major city.
Yeah.
Why? Because some businesses are going up, some businesses are going down. Let's talk about the #1 most loved company in the entire world, Disney. Everybody loves Disney. How can you not love Disney?
Sure.
Disney's sales are down 91%. Why?
Wow.
Because their sales come from movies. There's no movie theaters. And their sales come from their theme parks. There's no theme parks. Their sales are down 91%. Mighty loved Disney might go bankrupt. The world will be a darker place if there's no Disney. The world will be a definitely darker place. So some companies, even gigantic companies, are going under. In my little village that I live in, there's 2 retail stores that we like that have just gone bankrupt. Yet there's one guy, a restaurant owner, who saw his number of customers decline, and he didn't want to close his door. So what did he do? He furloughed all his staff. That means he laid off all his staff. He is the greeter at the door. He is the waiter at the table. He is the cook in the kitchen. He is the busboy at the table after the dinner, and then he's the janitor. He is doing everything because he wants his business to get through. And so I decided I would help you, Emad, and all your wonderful listeners, how you can get through this, and not just get through, not just eke by, but to thrive, to add new parts to your business, to add online to your business, to add features, web features to your business, because you can't be smug any longer. You can't say, oh, no, I work for the government, so I'm going to be okay. I work for a big company, I'm going to be okay. You're not. You're not going to be okay, because the world is not going to go back to where it was before. And by the way, the bottom line to all this is you can enjoy an entire day, May 30th, Saturday, May 30th, an entire day, Saturday, May 30th, of 9 of the wisest, most powerful, most brilliant, future-seeing people in the world. 9 of them, including, wait till you hear this, 3 superstars from the movie The Secret, teaching you how to change your mindset, how to grow your mindset, how to be creative in your mind at no charge. Why? Because they're not charging me. They just want to help at times of trouble. They just want to help. It's like when there's an AIDS concert, or when there's a concert for Africa, like all the singers, the famous singers in the world, they all get together, they give their time for free, and they raise money for charity. But my friends are all world famous. They're not raising any money. It's free. They're giving their time to me for free just to help you. worldprospersummit.com/Emad, E-M-A-D. When you go there, you register for free. It's 11 a.m. Eastern till 6:30 p.m. Eastern, all day long, not a minute break. I'm not going to pee. I'm not going to poop. I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to nod off. I'm not going to go away. I'm not going to scratch my forehead. I'm just going to teach, me and all my world famous friends. And they each get half an hour, bang, half an hour, bang, half an hour, bang. Why only half an hour? Because I cut them off after half an hour and bring in another world famous speaker. Bang, kick him off after half an hour, bring in another world famous speaker. Not a break, not a minute for break, nothing. Just information. Download the most genius ideas you've ever heard to grow your business, because the world is not going to come out of the lockdown and go back to where it was before. No, it's not going to go back to where it was before. Let me just give you an idea.
Yes.
Emad sometimes wants to buy something. This, I'm talking about pre-lockdown. And so Emad would say, oh, I think I'll go to a store and buy it. But sometimes he'll say, no, I think I'll buy it online, probably through Amazon. And who decides? Emad decides. And sometimes he goes to a store, and sometimes he buys online. And that's fine, and nobody cares. But you've heard that it takes 21 days to create a habit. Well, my lockdown started March 15th. Today is May 15th. It's been, actually, I think it's May 16th. What's the date today? Yeah, it's the 16th. Yeah, that means it's been over 2 months. It's been 60 days. We're not talking 21 days. We're talking 60 days. Now during the lockdown, if Emad says, I think I'll buy this online, fine. But if he says, I think I'll go to a store and buy it, he can't. There's no stores. There's no stores. So even the things that he wants to go to a store for, he can't, because there's no stores open. So he's forced to buy it online. And if he does that every few days, buys something online that he wanted to go to a store for, after 60 days already, and maybe another 60 days, who knows, he's going to be in the habit of buying everything online. When the world gets out of the lockdown, there's going to be 100 million people like Emad, like his gorgeous wife, who want to buy certain things in stores, but they're in the habit now of buying it online. And then it'll show up the next day and they say, oh, well, that's great. Didn't even have to drive out to get it. And when hundreds of millions of people decide they're going to buy almost nothing in real stores, now, of course, they'll go and buy stuff in stores, but nowhere near as much as they did before. Nowhere near as much as they did before. I live in a high-rise luxury condo, and we have a concierge at the front desk, and he's got a small space behind the front counter. Not any longer. That small space is jammed. It's piled high with boxes. He can't even get inside to go to his chair. He has to have a little, kind of a little crawl area to get through. And at like late in the day, I'll pass him sometimes and say, "Oh, there's very few boxes." Say, "Are you kidding? It's been jammed all day, and tomorrow morning there's going to be new boxes arriving." And so everyone is buying online. I've never seen it like this. And they're not going to go back to buying in stores. Some will, but not anywhere near as much. And so the world is not going to go back to where it was. For example, if Emad and his gorgeous wife and you decide you're not going to buy as much in stores as you did before, stores are going to go bankrupt. That means malls will go bankrupt because stores rely on your purchases to pay their rent. Malls are going to go bankrupt. All retail is going to drop horribly in value, but not just retail, office. I've been running my company for 2 months now, very profitably, with no office. Well, if it goes for another 2 months with no office and we're still profitable, why would we go back to an office? I have a staff of 9 people. It costs us $1,000 a month rent. Plus there's security guards and there's heat and air conditioning and a refrigerator in our little office. Costs us, I don't know, about $100,000 a year. Why? Why am I spending that? Because you have to have an office. Well, excuse me, we haven't had an office for 2 months and we may not have another one. I still have to pay the rent because we have a lease. But when the lease comes up for renewal, bye-bye. Why do I have to give away $100,000? $100,000. The average American income is $50,000 a year. It's like 2 complete salaries. I could have 2 free employees for what I waste in rent. So office buildings are going to fall in value. Retail is going to fall in value. The world is not going back to where it was. And you have to be creative. You have to be creative. And it's free, worldprospersummmit.com/Emad. That's his private link so that we can see how many of his wonderful friends have enrolled through his efforts. The world is not going to go back to be the same. And many people are doing clever things now. One of my clients who attended World Prosper Summit last month, he's a chiropractor, and he called me and said, "This isn't going to work. I'm a chiropractor. I can't make money unless somebody comes to my office, lies down on my bed, and I touch their back. I have to touch their back. That's what I learned in chiropractic college." And I said, "Be creative, mister, because either you're going to go bankrupt or you're going to make it. Be creative." And he said, "What do you mean? I can't. I have to touch people's backs to make money." And I said, "Do people bend incorrectly?" He says, "Yes, all of them." "Do people lift incorrectly?" "Yeah, all of them." "Do people stretch incorrectly?" He says, "They don't even stretch at all." I said, "Why don't you make a video on stretching, a video on lifting, and a video on bending?" He said, "Oh my God, it would sell like crazy." Exactly. And you're a chiropractor. Who best to do it? I mean, fitness instructors do it all the time, but they're just a fitness instructor. You're a chiropractor. You can say doctor. And so he made his videos. He contacted his patients. They all bought it, $20 each, or all 3 for $50. He's making lots of money with no office, no bed, and no touching backs. And he says, when the lockdown is over, he'll of course go back to adjusting people, but he's going to have those videos on display, and he's going to make extra money from the patients that come in who pick up those videos. He says, "Thank you. You've added maybe $50,000 a year to my income." We're not going back to the same thing. You need to be creative. 3 superstars of the movie The Secret are going to teach you how to be creative. Jack Canfield is coming back because he was the most loved speaker last month in World Prosper Summit. So we've invited him back. But every word, if you attended last time, you have to enroll again at worldprospersummit.com/Emad. And when you enroll, you'll hear Jack talking about a completely different way to make money from your home that you can add to your current income, and it becomes residual. You get paid forever. You might only get paid a few $100s, and maybe it'll make your car payment. You might get a few $1,000s, and it'll pay your mortgage payment or your rent. You might get $5,000 or $10,000, and that would pay for a vacation every month if you wanted, or you might make much more. Jack Canfield and I are doing this together. He taught me how to do it, and I'm doing it, and it's really working, and it's so much fun. And I've been teaching Emad about it, and it's amazing. Also, Lisa Nichols. Lisa Nichols was the undisputed star of the movie The Secret. She has the biggest heart of anyone on the planet. Her heart is as big as a continent. You can't listen to her for more than a minute without falling in love with her. And she is a dear friend of mine, and she couldn't attend the first World Prosper Summit, but she's attending this one. Don't miss it. May 30th, all day Saturday, the last Saturday of this month, May 2020. May 30th, 11 a.m. Eastern. Why am I starting at 11? So that the sleepyheads in California can get up on time. And why am I ending at 6:30 p.m.? So the tired Europeans won't have to stay up past midnight. So I've organized it in the Eastern time zone, 11 a.m. till 6:30 p.m., so that it'll handle all of North America and South America and all of Europe and Africa. So that's the best I can do. Then people have to sleep sometime on the planet. And in addition to that, I've got another superstar of the movie The Secret, Dr. John DeMartini, who has a distinction which is quite shocking. He is the most learned man on earth. The most learned man on earth. Can you imagine that? When he graduated from chiropractic college, the first thing he did is read the entire Encyclopedia Britannica, every single entry. It's like 100,000 pages long. He read it, and then he decided to become an expert in 100 studies, like chemistry, zoology, botany, nuclear physics, 100 studies. And the way he decided to do it is to read 100 books on each one. So he reads 100 books on nuclear physics, and then he writes a book on nuclear physics. Then he reads 100 books on biology and writes a book on biology. And he's partway through that process. And when he told me that, I went crazy. I said, who can do that? Who could be so knowledgeable? And he said, but I haven't told you the other things I do. Every time they announce the Nobel Prize winners, he buys a copy of every single one of their books that they've ever written, and he reads them all. He's the most knowledgeable man on earth, and he's going to tell you how to change the neurons in your brain to be positive. And people might say, oh yeah, you positive thinking guys, there's some real bad news out there. Yeah, so listen carefully. Optimists and pessimists are equally wrong, but optimists live longer.
Yeah, that's key.
So when somebody says to me, you know, there's a lot of bad news that you're missing, I say to them, there's a lot of good news that you're missing. And I'll tell you what, if I'm going to miss 5 pieces of news, I'd rather I miss 5 pieces of bad news, because the pessimists are missing 5 pieces of good news. I'd rather know what's good that's going on. I want to know how people are thriving. I want to know how people are adjusting their business. I want to get ideas about that, because I launched World Prosper Summit last month on several days' notice, and almost 10,000 people registered. 3,000 unique visitors came over the 2 days, and we never had less than 1,000 people online at any one second. I've never had that ever in 37 years. So I've taken my business online. And you know what? The positive feedback we got was as if they were live in a hotel with me. The love generated was equal. And so will I go back to flying on airplanes? Yeah. Will I go back to flying on airplanes, stepping on an airplane 1.5 times every week? No. No, thank you. Will I go back to having an office for my own? No, thank you. Will I rent as many hotel rooms? Nope, that's gone. Because you see, I have to charge a lot for you to come to my in-hotel workshops, because my cost is high. If I hire someone like Jack Canfield, I have to pay him $50,000. And then I have to pay $20,000, $30,000 for the meeting room, and then the gals at the back, and airfare, and hotel bedrooms for my staff. It could cost me $100,000 in order to get ready to host the event. But if no one charges me, and there's no airfare, and I don't have to pay for hotel bedrooms or hotel meeting rooms, I have no cost whatsoever. I can make it a free event. This is it. It's the Woodstock of May 2020. It's a free event. It's gone free. worldprospersummit.com/Emad, E-M-A-D. Who's it for? If you're an employee and you've always wondered what you're going to do after retirement, you don't want to live in your lousy pension. This is a way where you can get new ideas of businesses you can start now that will be thriving now and certainly when you retire. If you have a small business on the side, this is how to make it a large business. If you have a good business, this is how to make it better. If you have brick and mortar business, whoa, you better think deeply, because brick and mortar is not going to be the same as it was pre-COVID. I'm sorry, it's not. You better learn how to do something online. Just like the chiropractor who's now selling videos. Well, he thought he had no technical skills. You don't have to have technical skills for God's sakes. Just take your cell phone, click on video and say, hi, I'm Dr. So-and-so. Here's how to stretch. That's it. You can even just hold it, for God's sakes. You don't even have to invest $60 in a tripod. Just that's what he did. I'm not saying that's what you should do. People are doing internet marketing. People are doing network marketing. Network marketing has had an increase in enrollments over the last 2 months, more than they've ever had in their history. There are several network marketing companies that I track, and March and April were the 2 biggest months in the history of the half dozen companies that I follow because of the lockdown. Network marketing is exploding. It's easier to enroll people now into network marketing than ever before. If you've considered network marketing, if you're scared to death about internet marketing, I've got internet marketing speakers at worldprospersummmit.com/Emad that will help you understand it. You'll learn about investment in Bitcoins, in options, in real estate, in stocks, in foreign exchange. You'll learn about starting and running and growing a business. You'll be learning about thinking positively. You'll be learning what you need to do to not just get through, but to make this the best opportunity you've ever had. What are some people doing? They're getting fat and watching television. Excuse me. I want to look back in a year and say, wow, those 2 new businesses that you started are the savior. Like World Prosper Summit, I don't know when I'll hold it again. I don't know if I'll hold it in the same format, but I did it last month and I'm doing it again this month. I don't know what I'll do the month after. This is maybe your last chance, but this is a great business that I'm creating because so many people are coming, and I have so many new clients now that I can talk to that I never had before. World Prosper Summit won almost 10,000 people registered. Never had that before for anything. And also I've started a brand new business, and Jack Canfield and I are going to tell you about that business that Emad and Jack and I are in. It's so amazing. Everything's amazing. But now you might say, you're not nice, Raymond. There are people getting sick and there are people dying. How dare you make money out of their misfortune? I'm not. I'm not making money out of their misfortune. There is a deadly, or at least a dangerous virus out there, and it's making some people sick and it's killing some people. But for all of eternity, there have been viruses out there. There's been pneumonia and polio and AIDS. There's been all kinds of bad things out there, and they're still out there. But whether they're out there or not, or whether it's the flu season or not, whatever, it's still your job to have a wonderful life and to think positively and to thrive. And so I'm not gleeful that people are getting sick. I'm not gleeful that we are in a lockdown. I'm not gleeful about anything bad. I'm sad that things are bad for some people, but I'm a leader and I want to teach you how to think positively. I want to teach you how to have your business grow. And that's what I'm doing. Oh, why are you selling? That's terrible. You shouldn't be selling at a time like this. I'm not. It's free. Well, how are you making any money? I don't have any costs. And so I don't have to charge you. It's free. Do that right now. I'm in charge. Do it right now. worldprospersummit.com/Emad. And I want to tell you the best news. Because my world famous friends, including 3 from the movie The Secret, are sharing their time for free just to help you, then what we want you to do is to share this with your friends. And it's not a sell. It's not like an affiliate program. It's just, when you register, you'll immediately get a confirmation email. And in your confirmation email, it'll say, here's your unique link. And your unique link, you'll just send it to people on WhatsApp. You'll send it on email. You'll post it on your social media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. And you'll say, hey, I'm going to this big event on Saturday, May 30th. It's all day Saturday, and there's no charge. Why don't you join me? That's it. Just say that. And your friends will say, oh, you're going? Okay, I'll go too. And that's it. And I keep track of it. And every single day I post on my Facebook account exactly who the leaders are. And Mr. Emad right here is one of the leaders, one of the top 10 leaders. In fact, at this moment, he is the numero uno, number one, top of the heap, biggest guy in the whole schoolyard, the number one sharer. And that's before this Facebook Live. So how will I end it? Please register for your benefit. I'm not charging. None of my world famous friends are charging. Nobody's charging. It's a free event to uplift your spirit and to teach you how to think positively and earn lots more money because of the lockdown and post-lockdown. When you get your email of confirmation, use your unique link to share it with friends. And I keep track of that and post the leaderboard every day on my Facebook account. If you want to see it, just go to my Facebook group. It's a Facebook group called Get Real with Raymond. Get Real with Raymond. And go there. It's private, but I'll let you in. Get Real with Raymond. And then you can see the leaderboard every single day. So it's a Facebook group called Get Real with Raymond. But first, go to worldprospersummit.com/Emad. Second, get an email of confirmation. Third, share your unique link with others. And when they register, you may be on the leaderboard. And there's cash prizes. The number one sharer gets $1,000 cash. Number two gets $500 cash. Number three gets $200 cash. Number four gets $200 cash. Number five gets $100 cash. At the first World Prosper Summit, I only gave a prize to the top share, just to one sharer. This time I'm giving it to 5 sharers. 5 sharers. And right now, Emad is wondering how to spend his money because he's at the very top right now. So number one, worldprospersummit.com/Emad, register. Number two, get your email of confirmation. Number three, copy your unique link and post it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever the heck you use. And when people register, you will be credited for it. And I'll post it on the leaderboard of how the top leaders are doing. Yeah. And if you want to do a Facebook Live, just reply to the comments on this Facebook and say, I want to do a Facebook Live with you. And I'm going to be sharing this to my own account as well. So if you reply on my account, I'll help you directly. But Emad, if you could please, if you see somebody saying, hey, I want to do a Facebook Live, but they're doing it on your timeline, then please just tell me about it.
Sure. Okay. I will share the name with you as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just want to say that thank you for the prize, Raymond. But actually, what you mentioned over there, that prosperity and actually abundance is contagious. And I really like that sentence. And I just said that, why not? I learned so much from this lovely man for a long time. I know you from 2015. You correct my direction 2 times, really, and it changed dramatically. I believe I am on the road that I should be. And exactly why not? Because you are transferring all that knowledge in one day in kind of MP3, MP3 knowledge transferring, and everyone can get very good point from that. And I believe especially on that the part of online business, they can get so much information and so much practical way how to make it happen. Thank you so much, Raymond.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.